Hello, everybody. How are you? How are things in your world? I hope good. Everybody's asking me, what are some side hustles? Joe, you know the internet. What are some things that we can do to create a side hustle, some passive income? I'm going to give you 5 ideas that you can start. And the secret behind all of these ideas is that they're ultra niche or niche, however you want to say it. Somebody say niche like rich. I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, but if you do it right, you're not only going to make some side money, hopefully, not guaranteed, but you're going to have a lot of fun no matter what. The first one is paper mache auto parts. Now, auto parts are so expensive. If you've ever tried to fix a car that is broken, maybe you needed a starter, maybe you needed an alternator, maybe you needed some rack and pinion steering, okay? All of those things, you get the bill. Now, the labor is one thing. Somebody's got to fix it. If it's not you, somebody's got to have the skills, and that's worth money and value to you. You can pay the labor, but then the parts are so expensive. What are they made of? Gold? So now, if you start a company making auto parts out of paper mache, the cost is reduced by more than 1,000. And so you're going to be saving people money all over the world. And with the internet, you can make it into an international business if you get a Shopify store or something like that. Paper mache auto parts. Number 2, sparkly hockey helmets. Have you ever seen a sparkly hockey helmet with sparkles? Okay. You haven't. And maybe you have. Maybe somebody did a custom job. But why not make that into a business? Your initial impression will be like, well, do enough girls, okay, play hockey? There's plenty. There's lots, thousands, tens of millions. But that's not necessarily who's going to be buying it. Sparkly hockey helmets is for the peacocks of society, the people who want to stand out. We all know somebody that's into fashion. They don't care what other people think. They're going to create their own style, right? Well, then sparkly hockey helmets meets that need. These are for the hockey players that want to go flying down the ice with the puck. Maybe they're on a breakaway. Maybe it's a 2-on-1. We don't know. But then it stays within the color scheme of their team, so it's legal, but then it has that sparkly flair, all right? And this is the kind of customer that you want, because why? This is the kind of person that doesn't just buy one, they're gonna buy 15, 20, 35, 125 hockey helmets. And you can work with them. You can develop a relationship with your customer to get the right sparkles, to get the right colors. Okay, sparkly hockey helmets. Number 3, moon mailboxes. We all see stories about the development, the rapid development of the moon. The Russians just landed on the dark side of the moon. Well, what's going to happen? Pretty soon, all of these countries are going to be going to the moon. Australia is going to be going to the moon. Okay, France is going to be going to the moon, and they have plans to put up a replica of the Eiffel Tower on the moon, and then they're going to run a line. This is their plans, to run a line, a zip line, from their moon Eiffel Tower to the Eiffel Tower here on the ground, so that now you're going to have space tourism. People are going to be going to the moon to visit, and France is going to offer the option of zip lining from their Eiffel Tower on the moon back to Earth. Okay, so then what's next is people moving to the moon. This is going to happen faster than you think. And what do they need? They're going to need a mailbox. So moon mailboxes is going to be a niche that if you develop it now, you're going to own it. And what happens when you are the first person in a business? You establish leadership. You become the de facto standard. And if you make a move now, you can own the moon mailbox niche. Number 4, doggy cowboy boots. Guys, do you know how many trillions of dollars people spend on their pets? And how many times have you been walking around New York City or Los Angeles or Chicago or Laredo, Waco, maybe even Sioux City, Iowa, and you see people, they put booties on their dog. Now, my dad would just as soon uh, move to a different country before he put booties on any of our dogs. But the thing is, people do it. Now, in some cases, there's medical reasons. The dog has some kind of, paw thing that they need to have a cover. Well, if that's the case, and if people are going to do it anyway, why not create doggy cowboy boots? You're going to have cowboy boots on the dog. You can do it. You can be the one that creates doggy cowboy boots. You're going to have different kinds. Listen, it's a niche that you could create and own, just like the moon mailboxes thing. And finally, number 5, stinky passenger odor reflectors. How many times have you been on a flight and somebody next to you has a particular odor, not due to anything not due to any of their natural odor. I'm talking about enhanced odor because they've taken off their shoes and socks. They're taking them off and they're wriggling their toes like this. They cross their legs, they stick their foot in the air, and then they wriggle their toes. They're pulling on their toes and cracking them like this. You know how you do with your knuckles? Let me see if I can do it. See? But they crack their toes, and then they wriggle their toes, and then they make weird sounds like, ooh, ooh. Okay? It's horrible. So what you need to do is create an odor reflector. Have you ever seen an umbrella when people are walking down the street in windy conditions and the wind blows? The umbrella kind of like, not instead of like this, it kind of goes wham. Okay, that's the shape of the reflector that you can put. You can offer this for sale, and you put it. It reflects the odor back on the odor producer. But you don't have to say anything. It's very socially acceptable because you don't have to confront them. And people don't like confrontation, especially against somebody they're going to sit next to for 4 hours. So make it like an umbrella, but instead of opening it and it goes like this, you open it and it goes like this. And then you can turn it and it reflects the odor back. You're going to line the inside with odor eaters. And those are going to eat the odor and essentially stop it from coming into your side, into your chair. That's just an idea. You're going to have to develop the science. You're going to have to develop the product. You're going to have to put some work into it. But again, these are just 5 business ideas. You can take and run with it. But I think you're going to find that A, you're going to own the category, and 2, you are going to obliterate the competition. And it's something that you can do on the side from your main job, your main income source. Guys, I hope that helps. Paper mache auto parts, sparkly hockey helmets, moon mailboxes, doggy cowboy boots, which I think could be the number 1 of these 5, and the stinky passenger odor reflector. Give those a go and let me know how it comes out for you, and then I'll do an update video with your comments. Thanks.